Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is Wednesday. All right, y'all, 13 minutes after the hour, y'all. Eva got your front page. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. I'm your girl, Eva Marcille, and here's what's trending at RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Iran has retaliated against the U.S. by attacking 2 military bases in Iraq. A total of 15 missiles were fired, and although Iranian TV claimed that at least 80 U.S. soldiers were killed, American officials say that there are no immediate reports of casualties. Iranian forces already stated that if the U.S. decides to retaliate, their response will be even stronger and more crushing. President Trump said that he will address the nation this morning. Finally. A Ukrainian plane crashed just hours after an Iran missile attack, killing 176 people on board. However, the crash is not believed to be related. And in other news, our forever First Lady, Miss Michelle Obama, will now be an Instagram star. That's right. She will host a series of videos called A Year of First that will follow college students through their first year of college. Yep, look for it on Instagram starting mid-January through June. For those stories and more, log on to the RickySmileyMorningShow.com. What's going on in sports, Rocky?
What up, man? The Lakers may be in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Their star player just got injured. I ain't talking about LeBron James. We talking about Anthony Davis, man. He fell hard on his tailbone yesterday against the Knicks. Not sure how many games he's going to be missing, but I'm sure LeBron can hold him down in the meantime. Once homeless, now NFL star, rookie Oakland Raider running back Josh Jacobs, former Alabama Crimson Tide, used to be homeless. Dude used to live out of his car with his dad and his 4 siblings, man. He just bought his dad a brand new home, man. So big up to Josh Jacobs out there, man. Big ups. Terrell Owens speaking out once again. He says now that the Dallas Cowboys fired their head coach Jason Garrett, they should now go get Tom Brady to be their quarterback. Tap the brakes. Dak Prescott had one of the best single seasons as a quarterback. In his NFL. He's not the problem. They are straight. And I love Tom Brady. He's the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time.
He ain't better than Dak.
Well, I mean, he's Tom Brady.
He stood in the pocket. He ain't never had no pressure on him. If he had to run and they had to put some pressure on him, he wouldn't be as great as he is. He just had the perfect offensive line. Am I right, Super Dave?
I'm glad somebody said it.
Super Dave, are we right about that?
You are definitely right, man.
There you go.
There it is, man. Next hour, I'm going to talk about Master P on why he wants Duke to recruit his high school son, Hersey. He's a beast. He can play some ball. All right? Hersey can play some ball. In the meantime, Jake, what up there, Gary?
All right, y'all. I feel extremely bad, and I want y'all to feel bad with me. Did y'all not realize yesterday that it was cultural icon Blue Ivy's birthday?
Yes.
What? She turned 8 yesterday, and I mean, nobody sent me the memo.
I told you yesterday, Gary. It says Blue Ivy birthday.
Well, I guess maybe because I didn't feel it. But anyway,
we should have took off work.
We supposed to take off. It was a holiday, hell. Well, nevertheless, y'all, people are saying, y'all, that cultural icon is Blue Ivy, honey. She's the greatest celebrity kiddo alive, honey. Now, she turned 8. But now they're saying, y'all, now, at no point during her already legendary career has Miss Blue Ivy slowed down to let us breathe. They're saying right now, honey, at this point, that she's the hardest working 8-year-old alive who's already blessing tracks, training her mother's elite dance squad, and shaping new age pop culture with her every power move.
All right,
Y'all believe that?
All right, I ain't mad at Blue Ivy.
Child, please. But this is what I don't like, though, Ricky. They were being very messy, though.
What?
They put this picture out. Now, Blue Ivy was sitting with her wonderful parents, Jay-Z and Beyonce, honey, at dinner. And Alicia Keys came by to talk to him. And they say, baby, Miss Blue Ivy clutched her purse. They said, because Alicia Keys used to steal it.
Man. Gary. Don't do that.
The color today, y'all, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Radiant Brilliance. Radiant Ballerina. On the high end, you say Radiant Ballerina, and on the low, just say beautiful pink, honey. Now, Miss Ying Yu, what do you think about that?
Ballerina dancer for you? I don't know what that is, ballerina. Black people dance for you?
They could dance, Miss
B.E.
Yu.
Jane dance for you? What he make look good for you?
Miss Yin
This is the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the BRAT, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. 28 minutes after the hour, y'all. It is Wednesday. And we want to welcome you to Wash Up Wednesday. What up, Brat?
All right, then, Wash Up Wednesday. I got my washcloth and I'm ready. What up? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is The Hot Spot. Well, we got one of the R. Kelly girlfriends talking on Instagram, the one that moved out, actually. So she revealed a few things. Miss Azriel Clary, she said, the 22-year-old, she actually avoided questions about R. Kelly and her family, but she did reveal that she speaks to Joycelyn Savage, who is the other girlfriend, and she makes sure she's okay every day because Joycelyn still resides at the R. Kelly Trump Tower apartment in Chicago. But Clary refused to reveal where she lives, but did confirm that she no longer lives in that residence in Chicago. Then after she took to Instagram, she took to Twitter and said, everybody asking me, do I support R. Kelly? How about y'all ask him if he support me? And if y'all got any questions, y'all can write him yourself, MCC-71W Van Buren Street. If it don't apply to me, I don't know. Plain and simple. Stop asking me.
Wait a minute. What all that mean?
I really don't, but this is the catch right here. She said, you will hear my voice loud and very clear soon. So she probably got a little deal.
Yep.
She getting a little money. She getting a little check. So she ready to talk about it. She done moved out. She probably feels safe. And all these other girls getting this check from talking on the documentaries and stuff. And she a live-in girlfriend. So she probably got all the tea. I'm going to leave that up to Gary.
Yeah.
Okay, to tell y'all about that. Moving on, y'all. Martin Lawrence. He's telling us why he left Martin. You know, we all love Martin.
Absolutely.
I still watch Martin. I had it on last night. Well, in an interview, he opened up. The interview was with GQ. He said he ended the show because of his the lawsuit with Tisha Campbell. He said they asked him, you know, what happened actually? You know, why did you end it after 5 seasons? He said, well, how can I say this? It was just time to end. Let's just put it away. It was just at the time there was some things that was said, and they asked him, was it about Tisha Campbell? And he said, yeah. You know, he said, because none of it was true. It was a lot of BS, and just whoever side it was BS. And he said, the interviewer said, did you guys talk about it? And he said, we don't need to talk about something that just didn't happen. So I decided to walk away from the show. I just ended it. People said that I got canceled, but that wasn't the case. I just decided to leave the show.
Yeah. But since then, they've been together, and they all been seen taking pictures together. They all friends.
Oh yeah, he said that. He said they all friends. He said they all still friends now.
Sometimes you just go through stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes, man, we be young, and temperamental, you make mistakes and do stuff and say things that you regret, and things come back around full circle.
Yeah.
So I just hope, you know, don't you think they should do a whole nother episode, Brat?
Absolutely.
Like a Martin reunion? Just give us one.
Yes, just one.
Make it like a 2-night episode.
Yeah, and let us know what's going on in their lives now. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much reality on now. We would love to see what they doing these days. I know Tisha Campbell, I want to call her BDB Pam. She got a daughter that can sing really good.
Right.
It's a lot of great things going on in their lives.
And Martin on tour, and Bad Boy's about to come out.
Yes, it's a lot of things going on. I would love to see that. Well, let me get on into more of this hot spot, y'all. Jennifer Lopez. Now, the inspiration behind Jennifer Lopez's hustler character is suing for $40 million.
What?
Now how you the inspiration and you trying to sue somebody? They ain't said your name, because they used your likeness kind of as your stripper role, what Jennifer Lopez played in the show. She said they tried to exploit her likeness and character in the hit film, and she's seeking $20 million for compensatory damages and $20 million for punitive damage.
But didn't they get permission from her before they shot the film?
But it ain't her
Whether
stuff.
they did or not, you know how many strippers it is in
Thank
the world
you.
that have the same life?
Exactly. And it's a vague movie. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, there are things that happen, but it's a pretty vague movie.
That's like me suing RuPaul. I mean, that's my life. So,
You can't sue RuPaul. RuPaul is grand. Grand and got money. Look how you be dressed and won't put on no lotion.
that's all right.
You was so embarrassing. So the way your feet was looking in Neiman Marcus yesterday, that's why we was escorted out of the store. It's on Eva's Live.
Hey, y'all, catch up on music, movies, and more. Go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat. That is the hot spot. Hit us up for them wake-up calls, y'all. It's 1-866-9-RICKY. That's 1-866-9-RICKEY. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
So, hey, it is 11 minutes before the top of the hour, y'all. It is Wash Up Wednesday. You know, on Wednesday, you do not have to get in the shower.
Oh, wait.
Heard the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. That's what Wednesday is for. Wash off.
No.
Wash all that dead skin off. You get your hot rag. Get it real hot and wipe down real good.
No.
I did it this morning.
No.
You don't know how much water you'll save by the end of the year.
You just talked about your walk pass game yesterday.
Yeah, your walk pass can be straight as long as you don't do a whole lot that Tuesday.
No.
Then you can have, if you don't do a whole lot that Tuesday, you can have a wash up Wednesday.
No.
That's right.
But your sit down air, that's not gonna smell good if you don't wash all the way up though.
Yes, it will.
Yeah,
I did a
if
good
you don't
bird
wipe
bath.
all the way up, you talking about your sit down air.
Yeah.
So you got your walk by air. You don't want that to stay, but your sit sit down there. So when you sit down, your booty meat moves in a different direction. So everything that's in there is going to be released.
What about your reach over air?
But then what Kim came up with yesterday is your reach over air.
All right.
You got to make sure that your reach over air, because at some point at the job, you reach over somebody. And see that reach over air?
Yeah.
It's powerful, so you can have whatever kind of air you want.
That's right.
But see, when you reach over,
All right now.
Reach over.
come on with it. When you reach over,
When you reach over.
you reach over.
Reach over.
It can't stink.
All right now.
Your walk by air can
Come
move.
on now.
Your walk by air can move.
Walk by.
Your sit down air.
Sit down.
That's it, but when you reach over. Reach over.
Reach over.
Reach over.
Reach over.
Glory.
And you were going to say,
I was going to say, today is an amazing day for cookies. For all you cookies lovers out there, Girl Scout USA, it is time for Girl Scout cookies. And this year, this season, Girl Scouts are kicking off with a brand new crispy lemon cookie called Lemon Ups. Now, the Lemon Ups have a zesty glaze on the bottom, but this is the cool part about it.
why you looking like that, Brat?
Cuz
They don't go with nothing.
they don't need no new lemon cookie.
Yeah, because them old ones with the lemon frosting on the bottom of them,
But
mad
They
boy.
don't lemon
lemon
is
cookies
good.
don't go with anything.
Okay, so what's your favorite Girl Scout cookie of all time?
The old lemon cookies, the one
Old
they got
lemon
out.
cookie.
Yes, sir.
Special K?
The butter cookie, the little
The shortbread?
joint.
Yeah.
The shortbread
You
joint.
cheat.
Trefoil, yeah.
What's your favorite cookie?
Hell, that was mine. I just told Kim. I said I liked it, but I'm gonna do it with the doo-doos. The dodos.
The dodos.
The dodos.
Yeah, what about the, I like,
Dosey-Dos?
Oh, the
Samoas.
dosey.
They
Them
do this.
Samoas with the stripes on them. Them Samoas.
Samoas are the best.
Yeah.
Hands down, because
I like, what about the thin mint? Nobody talked about the thin
Thin
mint.
Mint. What's your favorite, Rick?
The thin mint.
Thin Mint?
The thin mint and the butter cookies. I
So
like.
there are Thin Mints, butter, peanut butter patties. There's shortbreads. There are the toffee ones, the s'mores, and the Samoas. The Dosey-Dos that he likes, the caramel chocolate chip, which is actually one of the newer cookies. That's not an OG.
Right. I like the OGs.
But now we have this new one to be super duper excited about.
lemon cookies are good by themselves with some water, but they don't go with
But
anything.
this is the
that's
cool
not true
thing,
now.
Rick. The bottom of each cookie has a positive affirmation to give you a pick-me-up.
Man, don't nobody sit up there and read that stuff.
Like the Chinese.
Only
They
thing
don't
you
do
read is
that.
the damn fortune inside the fortune cookies, but
Exactly.
anything else, ain't nobody finna, by the time you bite it, half of the message is gone. who gonna take a cookie
See,
and...
look, I am
Oh, I'm a leader.
Yeah, don't nobody, no, ain't nobody sitting up there reading no message now. We trying to get to that cookie. Gary T is up next. What you gonna be talking about, Gary?
Baby, I'm talking about, honey, all the children, including y'all.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Gary, I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all, it's Wash Up Wednesdays. 4 minutes after the hour, Gary got a tea and the clue today brought to you by Allstate. That's right, with an Allstate agent, you can get a local expert to help finding the best coverage for you. Plus, when you bundle home and and auto, you can save, right? If you bundle home and auto, you can save. So call your local Allstate agent today. You are in good hands. Are you in good hands? You are in good hands with Allstate. What you got, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. You know, it's confirmed, it's official, and I cried. I was hoping and praying that
Why
this
you
was
cried?
not true. Because, Ricky, I was hoping that this was not going to happen, but it did, y'all. It's official that Justice Smollett, y'all, honey, from Empire, they're saying that he will not be returning back for the season finale.
What?
Yeah, no, he won't be coming back. Now, according to Fox Entertainment President Michael Thorne, they're saying we're not going to bring Jesse back to the show. Now, they're saying that there were a number of factors that went into the decision to not bring him back. Now, there were many points of view about if he should come back or if he shouldn't. As hard as a decision as that has for us, it felt like it was in the best interest of the show and the cast. That's that. This guy made the show. Don't y'all think he made the show?
No, he definitely didn't make the show as an ensemble, but he was an intricate part of the show.
Yeah. You know,
Wasn't he like the major star, though?
He's one of them.
One
One of them.
Yeah.
Who y'all think?
Cookie Lion
yeah, Cookie,
is the
yeah.
star. And Lucius.
Right.
Yeah, and it's sad, but he's not coming. I mean, they could at least let him get his last check. And don't you get residuals? He could have got his residual
Well,
check
we
or
don't know
something.
what happened, Gary. He might still be getting paid from the times he's been
Yeah.
on the show.
And they might have worked it out on his deal because when you sign your initial deal, you sign it for episodic, and a lot of time it's pay or play. So
right.
He might get paid no matter if he's in the episode or not.
Well, you think he's going to pay the African boys that he said?
He already paid them. He already been.
Allegedly.
Gary.
Oh, allegedly?
They already.
We not
Well, we just need to know because the inquiry might want to know because they had to go back to Jamaica or wherever they came
let's see
from.
about getting him on the
Just
show and
said
see
that.
if he'll talk to us about it.
Yeah, call him, Brett.
Because
That's
all your
friend.
allegations and stuff just don't make no sense sometimes.
Well, we know he your
you
friend
always
from
got
Chicago.
something to add to it. And
No, Brett, I have to
he
tell
is
what the
my
people
friend.
are
He's
saying.
not from Chicago. I'm from Chicago.
That's what I said. So, but he was in Chicago when he said all this
Okay,
happened.
and I was
so.
in Atlanta, and so what that got to do with me?
Well, y'all could talk on the telephone and find out what happened.
Well,
and
we'll-
then we
we'll
could
see.
Saying he trying to say you associated with bad people,
That's
Brett.
what he do. That's what he always do. He
Moving
always
Moving
say,
on.
You
And
rappers.
other well, I mean, the rappers and all
No, okay,
that
move
stuff.
on like you said.
Okay. Moving on in the other celebrity news, y'all. Tyler Perry, baby, is speaking now. He's shutting it down. He said, first of all, honey, I don't have a writer room. He said, I write all of my stuff.
All right
now,
now.
we have a writer. Now, special case, you're a writer. Do you write all your stuff?
I do. Well, me and my staff.
Oh, you and your
Yeah,
staff?
I do have a
staff?
staff. I do have. Yeah,
You
I
by
got-
yourself all the time.
Just 'cause y'all ain't met my staff don't mean I don't have a
The
staff.
only staff you have is a staph infection, baby. You don't have no staff.
You better get some Neosporin.
Where's the staff?
Oh, that's ugly.
Get back to Gary's
But
story.
anyway, but that's good. And a lot of people say that's why all Tyler Perry movies are great.
Fantastic.
Yes, they say they love him all, honey, because he write. When you write by yourself, he get to get all the money too, because he's the writer, producer, director, and an actor. So he gets all his money. So congratulations, to Tyler Perry. I mean, and he has that over 300,000 square foot studio and stuff like that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah.
Bigger than the ones in L.A.
2,000. 3,000. Oh, yeah, honey, he own a plantation. But congratulations to Tyler Perry and all his writing.
Yes.
All right, my final story, y'all. Nicki Minaj is back, honey. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Madame Tussauds unveiled a Nicki Minaj wax figure in Germany. And, baby, the girls are saying, girl, is that Nicki or is that Lily Tomlin?
Man.
Yes, bitch, that look like this Lily Tomlin. They say, it ain't Nicki. But, you know, when these girls do these wax figures on African Americans, they don't look like you.
Right.
That's right.
Cause who did Beyonce look like, Brad? We talked about it when Beyonce came up. She didn't look like
She
herself.
looked like Cher.
She looked like Cher.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm like, Lord, what?
So the real nigga is the one in the front of the picture.
The real
Absolutely.
nigga, the one in the front, the one in the back, honey, is supposed to be the wax figure, honey. But they need to stop doing that.
I thought that was the lady from the movie Moses. Moses mama.
Nah.
See that? Could you imagine, Rickey, if they did a wax figure of you, what it would look like? I wonder what
Sammy Davis Jr. probably.
Oh, the Planters peanut guy.
Scottie Pippen.
One of those three, honey.
Don Cheadle.
Oh, so y'all got a joke now.
Ty Tribbett.
Y'all got That is my brother from another mother. You damn
Yeah,
right.
it sure is.
I claim Ty Tribbett. That's my brother.
Yes, Lord. The
Yeah, man, that's the reason why they didn't do you, because they didn't want to get the museum shut down, because everybody hate Dr. Conrad Murray.
The color today, y'all, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Radiant Ballerina. On the high end, you say Radiant Ballerina, and on the low end, you say Beautiful Pink. Now, Miss Ying, y'all, what is that color?
Pink got night color for your nail. You like long nail? You like long nail? You get boyfriend, Gary.
I like short nail. I don't want that.
You need long nail to make look feminine for you. You like girl, right? Or you like boy. Don't worry, I make look good for you.
Coming up next, y'all, we got the wake-up calls. Get at me right now, 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Wake up,
Hey,
wake
hey,
up.
hey, hey.
Cause he woke you up this long. Slid you in your house shoes, go would be better.
Come on.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
Hey, what's up? This is Jordan. I want to wake up everybody that works at Publix in Sandy Springs, Georgia. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning. This is Kathy. I'm calling from Lauderhill, Florida, and I want to wake up Swan Dunn. Thank you. We love you all. Welcome to Hot 105.
Yo, this is KP calling from St. Louis, waking up the brand new Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Rick, I'm proud of you, big bro, and I love you, the Brat. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Yo, wake up, wake up. If you listening on your radio, the whole gang of city tuned in, locked in. What's yours? Cause we gon' let them know. I say Chicago,
tired of church being too long?
Yeah, man.
Church, 2 hours, church. And Brat, you apostolic, so y'all be in there about 3.5 hours.
Longer. You start with Sunday school.
Oh, yeah. Y'all do a whole day with the Lord.
Yes, Lord.
Yes, sir. But my pastor, Kevin Bryant, taught us, man, that God busy. He got other things to do. He ain't got time. Don't be holding them up all day.
Right.
You don't take all day. So that's why we doing church. That's right, y'all. Church in 60 seconds. How about that? What if church was only 60 seconds?
Wow.
And we're gonna do word of the day. Y'all give up share love right now for Pastor Fred. Yes, give us a mic check. You got a mic check, Pastor Fred?
God bless your heart. Amen. Amen. Check 1, 2, 3.
Come on, we got church.
7, 10, 11, and 5. Amen.
Yes, sir.
God bless you this morning. Amen. On this word, on this wonderful Wednesday, our word of the day is smile.
Smile.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We're living in a day when many have lost their will to smile.
Yeah.
Circumstances would have it, you believe that the only way to get down is to frown, baby. But I heard the right Reverend Kurt Franklin said in a song, you look so much better when you smile. Have we got a witness here?
Come on, musician.
It does not matter what you're going through.
All right now.
Smile even when your breath may smell like boo-boo.
Yes.
You still gotta smile. Smile when you're happy. Smile when you're sad. Smile when you're up. Smile when you're down.
Come on.
Smile when you have teeth. And smile when you don't. You got to smile. Tell somebody, hold on. It's gonna be all right. Say yeah. Say yeah. Smile. Smile. When your teeth a little yellow, keep on smiling, because it's going to be all right. Wash up Wednesday. Include your mouth. Smile.
Yes. Hey, Ricky, good morning, America. Good morning to you. I'm Gary with the T, celebrity gossip guru and colorist for the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Right.
And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. In a recent interview, y'all, with GQ, Martin Lawrence, y'all, he opened up, Ricky, that's one of your good friends, he opened up about why he left his TV show back in 1997. Now, the Bad Boy for Life star revealed that he ended the show because of his co-star, Tisha Campbell's lawsuit against him. Now, he said, y'all, that Campbell sued him in 1997 for alleged, sexual harassment and abuse on and off the camera, and she refused to film with him for season 5. But when they asked him why he ended after season 5, he said, well, how can I say this? He said it was just time to end. Let's just put it this way, he said. It was just at that time there was some things that just was being said that wasn't really true. He said, but now he and Tisha are best friends. They go out to dinner together. They hang out together. They have great conversation. And, we've seen them together. And they were once talking about, bringing the show back.
You better than me. Once you walk through a courtroom with me, that's it for our relationship.
Wow. Okay.
That's it. I don't care what happened. If I apologize, but once you get a judge involved in our situation,
Never.
Never. Don't come to my funeral. Don't ride in the family car. Don't get in the procession.
Okay.
Don't sit in the balcony.
Right.
None of that stuff.
Don't even add
and I'm not even mad. I forgive you. God bless you. But I just don't have to be in your life.
Yeah.
Just because I was in your life before. I'm not saying who's right and who's wrong.
Right. Yeah.
You're a better Christian than me because I wouldn't be able to do it.
You lose trust.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, but they worked together all these years, and they
I
were
don't
friends.
care
Maybe
if we
when
were
they friends,
cousins.
they should have worked
But
it
the
out.
law got involved, and once you get the law
Absolutely,
involved,
that's a wrap.
ho-hos.
Yeah, but
That's
that's
a wrap.
But husband and wife get the law involved, and they still get back
because
together.
because it's different. That's a contract.
they got kids.
It's monies and stuff.
Yeah, well, we're gonna pray for all parties. Hey, Ricky, y'all friends, aren't you and Martin? Y'all touring, huh?
Yeah, we touring. We about to start the Martin Lawrence Lit AF tour. About to start in 2 weeks, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, maybe we could get him on the show and see if he could talk about it.
Come on.
Yeah. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, Rob Kardashian, he's really saying some bad things about Blac Chyna. Now, he's saying that Blac Chyna is living a wild and dangerous life in front of his beautiful daughter, baby Dream. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Dream, according to reports, they're saying that Dream is really acting out lately. They're saying that her behavior has changed for the worse, along with her personal hygiene. They're saying she's not bathing. They're saying due to Chyna's parenting.
Bathing.
Huh? No, she's not bathing. She's not taking a bath. He said that she started naked twerking, and she's acting out sexual positions that he said her mom taught her. And he also said that her hair has been messy, her teeth been dirty, and she got dirty nails. This grade number what? How that baby is?
First of all,
3 or 4 years old?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yes.
The baby too? We talking about the baby?
Yeah, he talking about the baby. The baby
got to get bathed. She can't go bathe herself.
Right.
Somebody has to bathe the
But
baby.
do you think Blac Chyna is? I don't believe Blac Chyna is twerking in front of that damn child. And,
Of course.
doing that. What?
When last time
course.
you looked at YouTube? There's babies all over the country twerking.
Yeah, but Blac Chyna, I don't believe that though. But I think he want to take joint custody from her. He don't want to pay child support. And then he talking about his sister, honey. Chloe had the audacity to say that the last time she was around baby Chyna, Dream was acting out differently and stuff. But look who her aunts are.
Don't
her
do
aunts
that.
Are, well,
Don't
no,
do that. And
her aunts are
she a
Kim
baby.
Kardashian and all them. But baby don't matter nothing, honey. She see her damn aunts doing all kinds of stuff with what they did.
That's not true.
And I just don't see Rob having a problem paying child support. They got enough money. If he can't get it, his mama will, because he's a mama's boy.
Well,
But
yeah,
I can say, as a parent, when you have a young daughter and you see them kind of doing those little gyrating dances, that it does kind of sting your spirit.
Yeah, snatch 'em.
I snatched
God.
my child up. So I could appreciate where Rob is when he sees his little girl doing what he doesn't want a little girl to do.
Maybe he just want to be a more involved father. Maybe he
Exactly.
want to be a dad.
My daughter in college and did a split in the kitchen. I ran over. She said, "Dad, I'm a cheerleader." I said, "Okay, you can split, but don't you can split, but don't pop down after the split."
Yeah,
You know,
right.
when they do a split, they kind of make one of their little booties.
They start
wink.
twerking.
Oh, don't do that.
They start
don't do
twerking
that.
while they in the
Don't
split.
don't do that right there. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, well, I don't believe that about Blac Chyna. I don't think she's
get
doing
up.
that with her daughter, honey. I just think Rob
Get up,
is
I
trying
just
to-
mopped. Get up.
He's just trying to get that girl, honey, because you don't want to pay child support. I don't care how much his money is damn out.
Just concerned parents. It just happens sometimes. And when you're co-parenting and the kids don't live all in the same household with both parents, you
Right.
got to kind of deal with the
But
way.
then parents start getting better. You didn't comb my
Exactly.
hair.
Yes.
Oh boy, them sisters, y'all get mad when the dude get a girlfriend. You tell that to stay out my baby head. I don't comb my baby hair like that. Now, the first time the baby going back, she don't have ringworms, and you mad instead of saying thank you.
Right.
Yeah, well,
Tell her to stay out my baby head. She don't put her hand in my baby head. Well, somebody got to do her hair. Men don't know how to do no hair.
Please
And
do
she
that
may do-
baby hair.
She
Right.
may do it better.
Right, man.
with
Cause
the
she
baby,
finally
the
put some-
girlfriend.
some pink oil moisturizer in the baby head and got the baby hair right, and you mad.
Well, she could be allergic to pink baby hair. Just put her regular Pro-Con gel in her hair and don't put no pink.
Pro-Con
baby-
gel in a baby hair.
The baby that came over here, all the edges gone, and she
Thank
got
you.
ringworms, and you mad.
In my final story, y'all, Justice Smollett, y'all will not be returning for the final season of Empire. Yeah, they're saying he can't come back, so he just got to stay at home. He may get a check, he may not get a check. I don't know what the situation is, but I think they should have included him, or maybe should have came back as a ghost. Because, people come back as ghosts on shows and stuff.
Right.
And they could have made him a ghost, and he could have been haunting,
I think they're going to
Yeah,
surprise.
there's a couple of ghosts on that show.
Yeah, so they should have made him one.
Uh-huh.
So I think they did him dirty
Boo
like
Boo
that.
Kitty
Yeah, she came back as a ghost.
and the white wife.
Yeah, the white wife.
But sometimes you got to consider how much controversy is going to, ensue from the show.
Right.
So we just wanted people to have a nice conclusion. You don't want the drama.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, he ain't coming back. The color today, y'all, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Radiant Ballerina. On the high end, you say Radiant Ballerina, and on the low end, you say Beautiful Pink. Miss Laisha, what do you think about that color?
Pink, nice color for you. Or you look good in pink thong, pink panty, whatever you wear, look good for you.
Wake up Wednesday. Let's see what's trending. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. The front page is brought to you by Sybil Wilkes Newsletter. Don't have a lot of time to read or watch the news? Well, Sybil Wilkes has got you covered every day in just less than 5 minutes. Her What You Need to Know newsletter promises to inform, empower, and entertain. Go sign up for free on blackamericaweb.com now. And now, here's what's trending At the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, Iran has retaliated against the U.S. by attacking 2 military bases in Iraq. Iranian TV claimed at least 80 soldiers were killed, but American officials said that there are no immediate reports of casualties. President Trump tweeted soon after the missiles hit, "All is well and so far so good regarding the casualties." He also said that he will address the nation this morning. In other news, our forever First Lady, the beautiful Michelle Obama, will now be an Instagram star. That's right, she will host a video series called A Year of First that will follow students through their first year of college. Go ahead and look for that on Instagram starting mid-January through June. For those stories and more, log on to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.com. What's going on in sports, Rock T?
Actually, I'm a little twist this morning, man. Did y'all know that there's a lot of red flags? January is the divorce month. January is divorce month, man. A lot of things going on right there. Here's some of the reasons why. Lavish spending, cutting back, new haircuts and hitting the gym, no more nagging. A lot of people nagging in relationships. And, of course, people pushing for another kid. That means when the wife wants another kid, but the husband don't want another kid or whatever.
Right.
That's some of the issues. And I may have an issue for that, Rick. Eva, Brat.
Uh-oh.
Let me tell you something, man. Me and my wife, we got a thing called the Perfect Pair Podcast. A lot of people think we're just a perfect little couple. We are far from being perfect, but we are perfect for each other. And we just share our little stories every week. We got a new episode that's dropping this morning at 10 o'clock Central Time.
Nice.
It's 2020, a new year. So we got our top 20 relationship tips for the 2020 new year. So go subscribe any way that you listen to your podcast. Go to perfectpairpodcast.com. Check us out. It's going down real big. What's up, Briggity Tat?
Well, man, Aretha Franklin, Lord have mercy, the Queen of Soul son is blasting Jennifer Hutton's Queen of Soul movie. Okay, he came out and said, how can you make a movie about a person and not talk about the person's and not talk to the person's sons or grandchildren about important information? His name is Keycat Franklin or Kcat Franklin. He wrote that Saturday on Facebook in all types of caps. And he's also petitioned the courts to be named the estate executor in place of Sabrina Owens, who is Aretha's niece. So this is all confusing because she's been the executor since Aretha passed, and now they want to change it all up because things got complicated last spring by the discovery of wills that had conflicting instructions written by Aretha Franklin. And this is what happens when you don't get your life in order and get your wills together.
Right.
You never know what's going to happen to you or when you're going to pass away. Make sure people understand it and you look over it with a lawyer and people get how to read your will.
There it is. All right.
Rickey Smiley Unleashed.
All right, Rickey Smiley Unleashed. So guess what we're going to be talking about today. What? So we all got together and went to the mall yesterday.
Yep.
And we was taking a stroll through the mall. And, we was having a good time. We was relaxing. Went to get something to eat.
Back down memory lane.
Went to over the North Park Mall. And so we went in one of the stores. And what was the name of the store we went in?
We went in John Barbados.
Just looking around, don't have no whole lot of money, So we went in the store, and I politely turned to Special K.
Wasn't that polite?
Well, you don't think I was polite?
No.
I asked him, I said, man, can you take that hoodie off?
You said I thought I was Brandon for a minute. You said, take that hoodie off.
Man, it make my nerves bad. You know what I'm saying? Man, hold on. It make my nerves bad because just because you can don't mean that you should.
Right.
Now, criminals wear hoodies when they commit crimes. And you're a grown man. Why you walk around the mall with a hoodie on? It ain't raining in there. It ain't cold. And what possessed you to walk around with a hoodie and you with us? And I'm just saying.
In my defense, I didn't walk around with it on. We walked through the mall. I flipped it up for a minute. Out of habit. I just flipped it up. I just flipped it up for a minute. And I wasn't even thinking about it. It was kind of an unconscious move. I flipped it up. And I left it up for a minute, and that's when I was attacked.
I'm like, you can wear your hoodie, but you need to get away from us.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Because you got people kind of looking at us. And then we got into a conversation about, is that discrimination? Right. What were we talking about?
Well, Eva brought it up. She said, well, it's, the man in the store was saying that, they will put you out of the mall for having a hoodie on.
Because Des Bryant was kicked out.
Right. And Eva said something about that could be discrimination. And then me and you got into a conversation of, well, sometimes discrimination is kind of necessary. Like, you do discriminate sometimes, and it's not necessarily a bad thing.
And why you say
Because
sometimes
you're looking out for your best interest, whether it's the mall or whether it's. I gave you the example of if you're renting a property to somebody, and they pull up and they driving a certain type of vehicle, and they have a certain look about them, or maybe they have a certain, they might have a pit bull in the back seat, or they smell like weed, and they're trying to pay you in all cash, and you might discriminate and say, you know what, I don't want to rent to you, because I feel like this is going to become a situation at some point. This is not going to work out well for me.
So is that called discrimination or paying attention to early signs?
Both. It could be both. It could be paying attention to both sides and discriminate, because I know definitely I pay attention to when situations like that occur, like that what you're talking about, and you could discriminate because it's more so for the public, because you're looking at the color of the person who's really doing that, and mostly sometimes in certain situations it could be people of African descent, and we discriminate. And people discriminate, and that's just the way it is.
But sometimes it's not a color thing. You could discriminate if somebody walks up to your car. If you're at the gas station and somebody walks up to you, they could be asking for directions or they could be asking for money.
If they're in a Dodge Charger, I'm jumping in my car and pulling off. If them windows are tinted and they pull up and they got bass in there, they pull up too close and they're in a Dodge Charger.
Just go on and leave. Yeah, just go on and pull off.
And I'm just nervous right off the bat because, hell, just like that was on Oprah, that woman with a baby, honey, crying and pleading for help, went up to the window to them damn people and sprayed them with some mace when they opened the window for them and stuff. So you don't know who to do stuff for.
Right. So in some situations, you have to discriminate. If you're a single woman driving a car, you don't just let your window down, or you just don't respond to somebody that's walking up to you asking for directions, because they may have some bad intent.
But is that discrimination or is that common sense?
I don't think it's discrimination. I think it's discretion. Discrimination is wrong, point blank and period. And as sad as it is, we have to teach our kids, especially our young black men, that they have to use a level of discretion because they will be discriminated against because they're black. Point blank and period. They could be a straight A student, but if they come in there with a hoodie, then they put them in a box. Yes. And so because of that, we have to teach each other, like you, and our children, that you have to have discretion when you move around. Right. But discrimination is something that we're trying to get away from.
But when criminals have taken wearing hoodies and made it their thing, my question to teenagers and the parent, why would you let your kid wear a hoodie when that's what you see on First? Where every video, every crime video, bank robbery, they got on a hoodie.
Yeah.
Now, my pastor always said, Pastor Kevin Bryant said, do not allow your freedom to become your bondage. Just because you can and you have the right to, it don't mean that you should. We ain't judging nobody. You do what you want to do. It's your life. I'm just saying. You play this game called Two Truths and a Lie. Two Truths and a Lie. That's a sermon right there.
Yeah, you said that.
That's a whole sermon right there. Two Truths and a Lie. Big shout out to my big brother, Russ Parr. All right, here we go. Hey, we got Magic in the Magic. Magic, good morning. Good morning, Magic. Hey, Magic, stop by y'all. Magic, say something, man. Say something.
Come on, Magic Johnson, step to the mic.
I just want to say that, I've been part of this show and things. It's just that I just feel that at some point you're going to make it.
Right.
And can I get you some coffee?
Y'all give it up for Magic, y'all.
Yeah, it's the ultimate. Showtime.
All right, man. So who we have on the phone? Let's go to the phone now. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Good morning. Who is this?
Alicia.
Hey, where you calling from?
I'm calling from Fort Lauderdale.
From Lottie Dottie. All right, listen to us on high. Hey, good morning. Thank you for calling. All right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, so you want to get the number. So I got a real broken one time when a player ran into me standing on the sidelines of an Alabama Crimson Tide football game. Is that true or false? I'm going to read all three of them.
So read all three of them.
I'm going to read all three. Okay, all right. And then another one is I know how to fly a plane. And the third one is I cannot go to bed with the kitchen dirty. So which one is true and which one is false?
The first one's a lie.
All right.
All right. They got that one.
Okay.
They know you.
All right, go ahead, Brat.
Well, before I signed the record deal, I made money as a full-time hair braider in Chicago. True or false?
Read all three of them.
Oh, number 2, I know how to build windows and used to be a supervisor at a window company. 3, I played the drums in the choir.
Which one is a lie?
Which one is the lie? Huh?
The second one's a lie.
Nope, that's the truth. Go ahead, Rock-T.
Yeah, the lie is before she signed a record deal, she made money as a full-time hair braider in Chicago. But she used to be a supervisor at a window company.
Sure did.
All right, let's go, Rock-T.
All right, here we go. I was a former baseball player with the New York Mets. I developed a life skills leadership curriculum for a university. And I once worked as a mailman for 2 years. Which one of those is a lie?
I don't know, Roxy. The third one's a lie.
That's right.
Oh,
that's right.
Yeah. That's good.
Pretty good.
You know your morning show, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, guess who just walked into the studio? Our favorite grandmama, Miss Bernice Jenkins, is in the building.
Janie on the phone. Did we get Janie? We didn't get Janie today. Hello, Janie. Janie. We didn't get okay. All right. All right, we got our church announcement this morning. Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Here's our church announcement this morning. The usher board will be passing out sweat rags for all of the overweight members that perspire real hard to put around your neck when you sit down.
That's needed.
Because the top of the pews been so moist after service that we have been having to run a wet vac across the cushions to keep them from smelling like boiled cabbage and onions.
That's what it smelled like.
All members, please pray for Deacon Jeremiah Sutton, whose wife Lucinda done waited till she was 57 to come out as a bulldog. She done left Jeremiah and then moved in with a 26-year-old chick that worked at Family Dollar and strip on the weekend. And she done cut off all her hair, and now she look just like comedian George Wallace. Condolences to the family of Clyde Jackson Sr., who was called to glory on Monday. Did y'all know Clyde Jackson? He was called to glory on Monday. He was 87 and recovering after his heart transplant surgery. And he had made it through the operation, but the doctors had to put a deer heart in him. Because all the human ones was gone. And that's what took him out. Yeah, the nurse had led him outside to walk in some fresh air. But with that deer heart in him, he jumped over a fence and tried to run across the interstate and got hit by an 18-wheeler trying to run across the interstate. And that is our church announcement this morning. I am Bernice Jenkins.
Yeah, give it up for Bernice Jenkins. Grambling, home of the Gamma Gamma Q's. What up, bruh? All right, the one on Erykah Badu, what's up?
What's up, Ricky?
Erykah, what's up with you? I heard you been talking
What's up,
trash.
everybody?
Hey,
Erykah.
That's what you want.
I miss y'all. I miss y'all so much.
No, you
Ricky.
don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, congratulations to you.
You know I appreciate you, sister.
All of your accomplishments. I watched you from the very beginning. We started as kids with
We did.
dreams.
Erykah, a lot of people don't know this. My very first time coming to Dallas, Erykah was working for Steve Harvey at what's the name of the company? At Vuku Ray, the comedy club, and she picked me up from the airport in a gray Nissan Sentra. Am I right?
You right.
And you was a student at Grambling, and
Yes.
I was just coming out of Alabama State, so we two young kids. And I was like, we got down this street. I said, why does this street look so familiar? and you was the first person, like, this is where JFK was assassinated.
Wow.
And you showed me around downtown Dallas, and I had to perform that night. I was nervous. You're like, nah, don't be nervous. Everything gonna be cool. But you wasn't even famous. Nobody knew who I was. And we were just some young college kids riding around in a great Nissan. I just love that story.
That's what's up.
I mean, we was just trying to live, and then Ricky he was so talented. He would bring his mother everywhere with him, and it was like, luckily I was in a I was in one of those cars with a dog cage in the back. You know how the police car be having a cage across the back? Yeah, my uncle had installed it because he knew, that I was picking up Ricky mama, so we picked her up and everything and put her back there. And me and Ricky, we was just kids, we didn't know.
Right.
And so once we got to where we was going, your mama got out, and you remember that? Yeah, your mama got out, and she was.
But what really?
And she was getting her bearings about her. We felt like she was all right. Me and you went in the store and everything. She was like hanging out. She was like, "Nah, I want to be outside." I was like, "Okay." So she stayed outside. When we got back, she had like a whole bunch of people gathered around her.
Right.
I was like, "Ricky, is that your mama over there?" Like, yeah, she was like giving out vows.
What?
Listen, Ricky, you remember that? She was giving out vows of what she was calling clean urine.
Erykah, it just really got me so.
No. Listen, and then I understand now. What she was doing was, your mama was claiming that she was gonna pee for people at they meeting.
She was gonna what?
For the people on probation. She was trying to start a business.
What kind of business she was trying to? She was gonna do what?
Pee for people.
To pass their drugs.
Yeah, when they had to go see their probation officer.
Right.
I was like, that's smart.
That's brilliant, actually.
Man, when I tell you Jerry Jones cut his budget and to have one person to unlock the entire Cowboy Stadium and all of those exits, all of those doors, get the field clean up the entire Cowboy Stadium in less than 50 minutes. And
your mama is amazing. And she be carrying around that backpack of urine too, like that. That's heavy.
So how much?
Oh man.
Oh, bro, my head hurt. Why you call up here to do that? We've been doing this over 25 years. We be like, really.
Man, I remember when she told that story about your mama eating them Funyun crumbs.
Yeah, don't start. No, don't start on them.
Erykah, about them
Don't start on.
That was our first Thanksgiving together.
Wait a minute, what?
Our first Thanksgiving together. You remember? We were sitting at the table, and your mama said she burnt the turkey. She brought a tray out with a Jet magazine with a turkey turned to it. Remember?
And what happened with the Funyun crumbs? What the Funyun?
You remember that? That's the first time your mama had borrowed one of my shawls.
Right.
And when I was trying to do a video for it, it was like these yellow crumbs falling from it. But it worked out. People thought it was glitter dust. I made it work. But your mama had been eating Funyuns for my shawls.
I'm coming to your house. I'm gonna kick your ass.
I don't want to talk about this because this worked me up because this did make me mad at that time.
What, that made you mad?
Yes.
You know what? I'm coming to your house today.
Yeah, you got to pick up this urine thing first. Mama, I got to pee for her now. You know that though, right?
Leave it alone, Rick. Leave it alone, dog.
I can't mess with it, Russ.
No, son. Let it go.
Erykah, don't call back up here no more. Don't call up here no more.
Hold on. Get down off of that.
She said, get down off of it. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
Hey, love you, my sister. You know I love you. The hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat, and this is the hot spot where we give you music, movies, and more. We're going to start off with this Regina King. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations to her because she is set to make her directorial debut. That's right, and it's called One Night in Miami, where she's telling one of the greatest stories that most people probably have no idea about. It's about an epic night that Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X, Sam Cooke, and Jim Brown all partied after he beat the brakes off of Sonny Liston. Okay, this is going to be real interesting. It takes place in 1964. They follow Cassius Clay, where he emerges from the Miami Beach Convention Center as the heavyweight boxing champion, and he having a good time. They're having a good time, but guess what? He get put out because he don't fit in because of the Jim Crow era and the segregation laws, so they had to stay in a different kind of hotel. Anyway, I can't wait to see how they all party and hung out at this motel. Not even a hotel, it was the motel. Holiday Inn. And also, this movie features Sam Cooke's hit, what is it, Ricky?
Frankie and Johnny were sweethearts.
A change gonna
come. A change is gonna come. Yeah.
Also coming out January 10th, y'all, Just Mercy with Jamie Foxx and Michael B. Jordan, and also Like a Boss with Tiffany Haddish. January 17th, Bad Boys for Life.
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. Yeah. All right, now let me get off into this other stuff real quick. This 50 Cent and French Montana beef has really went too far. Okay, so I think in the beginning 50 Cent said that French was leasing a 12-year-old Bugatti that he bought, and then French accused 50 of buying fake streams, and then 50 said French sold out DJ Khaled during the Rick Ross beef, and then French dropped a video of a woman, a well passed around woman, that allegedly exposing 50's bedroom secrets, and he likes stuff done to his buns.
What?
Keep moving. Yeah, we got it.
You said Gary. So anyway, now 50 Cent and stars are suing French Montana over leaking a scene of Power, which is something. Yeah, he done leaked the scene of Power, and now
how did he get
sued. I really don't know how he got it, Ricky, but this is what the thing said. All you Power fans, you want to know who killed Ghost tomorrow? He's still trying to drag this last piece of power, but here's the highlight of tomorrow's episode. Let me save you an hour of your life.
What?
Man.
Yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool. But anyway, that's it for your girl to be to the R-A-T. That is the hip-hop spot. Nope, that's the hot spot. For music, movies, and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com.
There it is, y'all. We got the praise break coming up, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.